You see, there's something wonderful about the way your mind works, isn't there? And as you hear these words, notice how the simple act of paying attention, it shifts something inside. It's like discovering that hidden doorway, yes, the one that leads to a deeper understanding of how to transform your emotional state, effortlessly, gracefully, in a way that feels as natural as breathing. So imagine, if you will, a leaf floating on a calm, crystal clear lake. It drifts gently, undisturbed by the ripples around it. The wind whispers through the trees, yet the leaf remains steady, centered and at ease. And just like that, you begin to realize you're the leaf. No matter what happens on the surface beneath it all, there's a calm center that belongs only to you. And that calmness, that grounding, that deep well of peace, it's yours to access at any time. And isn't it fascinating how the more you notice those external waves, the negativity, the emotions swirling around you, the easier it becomes to separate them from yourself. It's like watching a movie. You can observe the characters and their drama, but you're sitting comfortably in your seat, untouched by their chaos. Their emotions are theirs, not yours. And as you realize this, you begin to see those external emotions not as a threat, but as clues, as insights into their inner world, like keys to a mystery you can unlock. And here's what's so empowering. When you stay grounded, when you're centered and playful and curious, those external influences lose their grip on you. They become like background noise, easily ignored when you choose to focus on what matters. Because focus, as you know, is power. And your focus is entirely yours. You might even begin to notice now how those external emotions, they can serve a higher purpose. Imagine being a sculptor, gently shaping clay, noticing its texture, its softness, its potential. The emotions of others, they're like that clay. They show you where someone's stuck, where they might need a little guidance, a little uplifting energy. And you're the artist, sculpting with humour, with warmth, with curiosity, lifting them gently, without ever letting the clay stick to your hands. Let's talk about that ability to stay playful, curious and balanced. It's like walking through a forest after the rain. You feel the earth beneath your feet, grounded, steady. You notice the sunlight filtering through the leaves, the playful pattern it makes on the ground. You hear the birds singing, feel the cool breeze against your skin. And no matter what is around you, whether it's the sound of thunder in the distance or the laughter of a child, you stay centered, you stay joyful, because you know deep down you're connected to something bigger, something steadier, something unshakable. And isn't it interesting how, as you hear this now, your mind begins to embrace this new belief, the belief that you are in control of your emotional state, the belief that your peace, your calm, your joy is unshakable, the belief no matter what you see, hear or feel from the outside world, you can choose how to respond. And with that choice comes power. With that choice comes freedom. So think about it. Every time you notice a negative word, a phrase, an expression, it becomes an opportunity, a signal reminding you of your ability to remain grounded. It's like a lighthouse guiding you back to your own inner calm. And with every moment that you stay grounded, calm and playful, you're not just protecting yourself, you're radiating something beautiful to the people around you. You're showing them what's possible. You're lifting them up simply by being you. And so, the more you notice negativity, the more you smile to yourself, because you see it for what it is, a reflection of someone else's inner world, not yours. You see it as a tool, a diagnostic window into their beliefs and thoughts. And that's fascinating, isn't it? Because now, instead of being overwhelmed, you're just curious. Instead of feeling burdened, you're empowered. Instead of reacting, you're responding with humour, with confidence, with ease. And as you let these ideas settle deeply into your unconscious mind, you might begin to notice something surprising. The very idea of being overwhelmed, it feels further and further away now, like a distant memory, fading into the background. And in its place, there's a sense of lightness, a joy, of playful curiosity. Because the truth is, you've always had this ability within you to remain calm, centered and balanced, to separate yourself from the negativity that's around you, to stay playful, happy and optimistic no matter what. And now you're reconnecting with this ability. Isn't it exciting to think about how much easier it is? How much more joyful your life is becoming? So from now on, every time you notice a negative influence, you smile to yourself and think, there it is. An opportunity to stay grounded. An opportunity to grow. An opportunity to lift myself and others. And as you practice this, as it becomes second nature, you'll find the world becomes a more peaceful, more joyful, more curious place. Because you've changed. And as you've changed, everything around you also has too. So imagine now, a moment, stepping into a space where your emotions, they become like the gentle rhythm of a pendulum, steady, purposeful, and fully under your guidance. There's something beautiful about the way emotions rise and fall, isn't there? Like waves in the ocean, powerful yet temporary. And as you observe these waves, you begin to notice something remarkable. You're not the waves. You're the entire ocean, vast, calm, and unshakable by the surface ripples. And here's the secret you're already starting to understand. Those external emotions that you've felt, they were never yours to carry, were they? They were whispers in the air, echoes of someone else's inner world. And just as a cloud passes across the sky, without touching the ground, those emotions drift by, leaving you untouched. You're grounded, rooted, strong, like the mighty oak tree that bends with the wind but never breaks. Isn't it fascinating how easily your mind begins to explore this idea? How natural it feels to separate what's yours from what's theirs. Isn't it like stepping into a room full of noise and suddenly noticing the volume control is in your hands? With a simple thought, you can turn down the volume of negativity, turn up the volume of calm, and you can hear your own inner voice clearly guiding you towards peace. And as you notice this newfound clarity, you might begin to wonder, what if I could take those external influences and use them? Not absorb them, not carry them, but observe them, like a detective uncovering clues. When someone shares their negativity, it's like they're handing you a map, showing you where they feel stuck, where they need support, and you, with your growing sense of balance and playfulness, can hold that map without ever losing your own direction. So picture this. Someone shares a frustrated expression, negative tone, and overwhelming energy, and instead of feeling pulled into the storm, you become curious. What is this emotion telling me about them? What story are they living in? And in that moment you realize you're not just unaffected, you're empowered. Because from your grounded, optimistic space, you can guide them, you can lift them, you can reflect back the calm, the joy, the steadiness you feel within. And isn't that a gift worth sharing? The beauty of this is how simple it becomes. It's like tuning a radio, adjusting the frequency of your thoughts and emotions. And here's the thing, you always have the control of the dial. You can shift from overwhelmed to curious, from anxious to playful, from stressed to centered. Each adjustment feels easier, smoother, until it becomes automatic, until every situation, no matter how challenging, becomes an opportunity to practice your calm, to deepen your joy, to expand your resilience. Now think about the world around you, the people you meet, the situations you encounter, and notice how those old triggers, those negative words or expressions, they're starting to feel different. They're starting to feel smaller, lighter, almost amusing in a way. Like seeing a child throwing a tantrum and realizing it's not about you. It never was. You're the calm adult in the room, smiling, understanding, and knowing exactly how to respond. Because here's the truth. It's setting into your unconscious mind now. Your emotions, they're yours to create. Your peace is unshakable. Your joy is yours to expand. And every moment, every interaction becomes a chance to practice this mastery, to stay rooted in your own energy, to let the world be the world, while you remain steady, playful, confident, present, like you've always been, deep inside. Isn't it wonderful to realize this, to feel it sinking in, becoming part of who you are now, to know, from this day forward, you can see negativity for what it truly is, a passing cloud, a reflection of someone else's world, a tool you can use without even letting it touch you. Because now, you're the artist playing with light. You're the observer, curious and calm. You're the oak tree, unshaken by the winds of others' emotions. As you live in this place of centeredness, notice how others begin to respond differently to you. Notice how your calm becomes contagious, how your joy inspires joy, how your presence uplifts without effort. And so, every time you encounter negativity, whether it's a word, a look, or a feeling, you'll instinctively remember, this is not mine. You'll separate it, smile and stay grounded in your playful, optimistic energy, because that's who you are now. That is who you've always been, what you're always capable of, and from here on, it only gets easier, more natural, more effortless. And doesn't that feel like freedom?